Hello, everybody. Good afternoon from this end. How are you doing today? All right. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat section. Good afternoon, everybody. Olayinka, I think I got that. Okay. Jemilat, good afternoon. Akon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see our people on YouTube. I think we have enough today on the Zoom class. Let's let the rest join on YouTube. All right, how you all doing today? We're about to start. Let me drop the other link on the groups. Let me drop the other links in the group. All right, how are we doing? Okay, we are fine, we are fine, we are fine. Good afternoon, good evening. Good evening, Henry. Where are you guys chatting from? Where are you joining this live from? Let's know. We're about to start. My name is Chiwendu. I'm joining from Abuja. So I'm hosting this live rather from Abuja, Nigeria. So let me know where you are joining from. I would love to know before we kickstart actively. I would love to know where you guys are joining from. Lagos. Lagos is taking the lead. Osun, Lagos, Ilorin, Abuja, my fellow Abuja. All right, iPhone is joining from Abuja. Okay, Kinde, how are you doing today? All right, my YouTube people, where are you guys joining this live from? Let me know. We have amazing people in this live. Okay, from the UK, Lillian, Lagos, Port Harcourt. All right, so let's get started. Like, I know a lot of you might be expecting, okay, to join the live class, and you hear, I went from 0 to 1 million, I went from 0 to $1 billion in 2 days, and this is my cyber truck, this is my, Lamborghini, this is my this. This was me when I was living in the slums. And after everything, we tell you, oh, that's the end of the class. But if that is your expectation, we'll be proving you wrong today. Today's class is going to be, just like I said in the voice note in the group, we said today's class will be taking you through introduction to workspace digital skills, virtual assisting, how you can get started as a virtual assistant, how you can kickstart your virtual assistant career, whether you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, or kickstart with maybe servicing international clients or local clients, how you can get remote jobs, how to position yourself to get remote jobs, what you are doing wrong that you need to do right. Yes, we'll also show you success story, but we are not going to be giving you success story for 2 hours. So that is that. So let's get started right now. I'll be sharing my screen. So who is excited? This house is too cold. Rain is no longer falling, or is it cold in your area? Let me know with a fire emoji if you are ready for tonight's class. Let me know. Okay, Chris from Port Harcourt. How's Port Harcourt today? How is Port Harcourt? Calabar. I'm seeing Calabar. I'm seeing Port Harcourt. Let me know with a fire emoji. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Zoom, just let me know. Give me some love. Show me some love. Show me some love. At least I'm a pretty lady now. Show me some love. Show me some love so that we know that we're all ready. My YouTube guys, where's the love? I'm not seeing any love from you. You want to see my face very well. Are you serious? If I remove my glasses, I will press square on this system. If I remove my glasses, I will press square. Just manage to see my face like this. It's a medicated lens. I'm going to press square on the system. All right, guys. Give me some fire emoji, some thumbs up, some celebration. Let me know. Melanin popping. Yeah, it's popping. Yes. So thank you so much, guys. So let's get into today's business. We have quite a lot to do today. I'll be introducing myself properly shortly. I'll be introducing myself. But before then, let's get Jesus Child. You're welcome, Jesus Child. Let's get right into the activity of the day. Let's get right into the activities of the day. Let's get right. Can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know that you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please, let me know you can see my screen. Thank you so much. If you can see my screen, let me know. Let me know. Just say, I can see your screen, please. All right, I guess we are seeing the screen. So, welcome to the Jazz Digital Hub. The Jazz Digital Hub is an EduTech academy. The Jazz Digital Hub is an EduTech academy founded by my humble self, Chinwendu Ama. So, we'll be getting you guys into the introduction shortly. But let's get the first thing straight. Why are you here? I like to know why my people are here. So tell me why you are here in the chat section. Just type why you are here. A lot of you are here because you do not you don't know what digital skills to learn. You don't know how and where you need to start from. You have no idea on how to transition from your present career to an online remote career. A lot of you are here because you're either a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, you're looking for how to earn money to support family. You know, with the current rate at which things are getting expensive, it's becoming overwhelming. That's why some persons are here. Some of you are here because you do not want to be dependent on a spouse. You want to be supportive. Maybe you have your certificates that you've not used in 10 years. You want to start using it. And mind you, this class is not for those that have certificates only. As long as you can read and write and you can learn how to use tech skills, how to use tools, you can learn tech skills. So some of you are here because you already have a job, but your job is paying you poorly because you do not have the right skill for the present day. Like whether you like it or not, there are some specific skills that is needed to make you to work better in your office. Some of you do not have that skill. Some of you are here because you have zero knowledge on, you've heard about digital workspace skills. You've learned one or two things, but you do not know how to build a portfolio. You don't even know how to position yourself for international roles so that you can get attracted or you can catch the attention of high-paying clients. Some of you are here because you cannot use workspace tools that is required for online work. Some of you have paid for low-quality training. Am I speaking in your mind? That's why I want to know why you are here. Some of you have paid for low-quality trainings, and this training had zero support system, zero mentorship, and at the end of the day, you did not learn anything. Anything. Some of you are students and you want to avoid the urgent 2K. I get it, I know. And a lot of you just desire a deeper understanding. You've read a lot, you've watched YouTube. I hope I'm speaking your mind. You've watched YouTube, you've read a lot of things. You've done a lot, but at the end of the day, you see that you are not still grabbing this knowledge. So you want a deeper understanding from somebody. Sonny, please stop writing on my screen. You want a deeper understanding from somebody who have worked that part. That's why you're here. Yes, I know. So if any of this sounds like you, that means this class is for you. Just calm down. These 2 hours, you're going to appreciate it because it's going to give you a head start on what to do next. Then, certainly this class is for some persons, and this class is also not for some persons. So if you are among the persons that I'm mentioning now, this class is not for you. You just exit, you get, so that the people that this class is for can, sit down and enjoy the class. So if you are this type that you rather complain than learn and practice skills that will change your life, please, the door is wide open. If you are this person that prefer get rich quick scheme, all this put 1,000 to get 20,000, you are this type of person that prefers deposit 100,000 naira today and get 2 million naira next tomorrow. This class, please, my brothers, I have more brothers here, right? My brothers, this class is not for you. My sister, this class is not for you. If you are this type that is not willing to put in anything, your time, your money, your effort, you are not willing to sacrifice as small as 1 hour into learning, please, just, take a sharp walk. The door is still very open so that you won't waste your time. This class is not for you. But if you are not in any of this category, let us move. So I've repeated this thing over and over again, what you are going to learn in this class, so that you will know at the end of the training that this is what she said she's going to give for free. And at the end of the day, she gave it for free. So in this class, you'll be getting introduced to digital workspace skills, virtual assisting, and and how to use it to make money online. You'll be getting, we'll be showing you reason for those of you that have been applying for jobs. And these jobs, you've not seen headway. Your application is not giving. No recruiter is calling you back. You are not getting called back. Like there is a problem. For those of you that followed me on social media, you see that like almost every other day, I drop video content on how you can position yourself as a freelancer and get remote jobs. So for those of you that have checked my page and you've seen those things, you already have an idea on where your problem is coming from. So I guess you already know like a little bit of where your problem is coming from, because I do share reasonable contents like that on my pages. So we'll be giving you reasons why your online job search is failing. Yes, a lot of you, your job search is failing. There is a reason why. It is not your village people. It is not that uncle that hates you or that friends that said you will not prosper. Something is happening and we will tell you what is happening. By the time you make those corrections, you see that it starts working for you. Then this class as well is going to teach you on how you can consistently attract and convert high-paying international clients as a virtual assistant, as a business accountant, as a freelancer, let me use that general word, as a virtual assistant, as a freelancer, without any guesswork on wondering where your very next or your very first client is going to come from. You will start living the life of consistent income. Yes, you start living the life where there's a particular money that is coming consistently, and this money you are working for it rather from the comfort of your home. So this is certainly what this class is going to give us for free. Okay, let me look at the I'm here because all this except for the second option. Okay, so now let's go on. Who is Coach Chiwendo? A lot of you know me as the six-figure woman. Why some of you already know my name as Coach Chiwendo. So Coach Chiwendo Ama. Yes, my name is Chiwendo Ama. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm an ex-banker. I'm a digital workspace skills expert. I'm from Imo State, Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. I'm Igbo. I'm a biochemist. I studied biochemistry in school. I spent 5 years in the banking industry before I started my career as a tech and a digital skills expert. And I've spent the last 5 years doing this. So that's a total of 10 years working experience. So that is who I am. And I'm also the founder and CEO of the Jazz Digital Hub. The Jazz Digital Hub will be taking you through the class. So you need to know who is talking to you. The Jazz Digital Hub is an edutech school. Digital Digital Hub is an edutech school that was founded, mind you, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme group. It is an edutech school, registered, licensed, and everything. We were founded in 2022 October. And in these 3 years, we celebrated 3 years on the 5th of October. In the last 3 years, we've been able to train over 4,000 digital workspace skills experts, virtual assistants, and these people are earning online, both internationally and, locally. That is me. But how did we get here? I was once like you, but I never sat down in any free class like this. But I was once like you. I started my virtual assistant journey in 2021 as an Instagram page handler. There are a lot of remote jobs that you people ignore, and these jobs gives you money. There are a lot of remote jobs that we ignore, and this job gives you money. I started as an Instagram page handler, handling a record label, like the Instagram page, one Instagram page of a record label in Asia, and I was being paid $20 every week. Yes, I was being paid $20 every week. And from there, from page handling, and mind you, I was doing that job with just my phone. I was using a Hot 8 that had rubber bands, no laptop, no nothing. Then from there, I did like very few months with them because that man was insulting the living day life out of my head. The kind of insult that my husband will not give me, that boss was giving me all of them. All the shit, I collected it because of $20 a week. As at that time, things weren't this bad, so I could manage $20 a week, and it was my first job. From there, I moved to telemarketing, telesales. I don't know how many of you have heard of telesales, sales, outreach. That was what I moved to. I landed a UK client that paid me to promote their SaaS products. So I was calling clients for their SaaS product. I was reaching out to clients for their SaaS product. That was my second remote job, and that moved me from $20 a week to $5,000 for the whole contract. That was my big break. From there, when I shared the story on socials, on everywhere, my WhatsApp, then friends started like, how did you get this job? How did you get this job? What skill did you use? Then in 2022, we officially founded the Jazz Digital Hub, where we started up as just like casual thing in 2022, where we just share tips online on how you can get started and all that, before we now decided to go full-blown into academy, edutech. We registered our school and we started operation. We started operation and all that. And in that line, we have so many success stories, from stay-at-home moms, for working bros, from working sis. These people are constantly earning. Like you see this Gloria now, this is an old result. Gloria, as at today, has touched $6,000. And I will not spend time. Like I told you guys, this is not a class to start giving you people's success story, but we shall show you so that you will know that we are working. So these are a lot of people that have transformed their life. Like this is Dotu. Dotu did not only get an international job. Dotu got an international job and connected his partner to the same company. The same company employed him and his partner at the same time. And there are so many other persons who have gone on to earn consistently, online, and their salary has grown from like couple of hundreds of dollars to at least couple of thousands of dollars as they grow in skills, grow in experience. Their salary keeps increasing, and some of them were fortunate. Me, I wasn't fortunate. My first job was $20. Some of them, I wasn't that fortunate, but I was fortunate by the grace of God. Some of them were very fortunate to even get a job that started them with 1,000 and above, 2,000, 3,000. It depends on your confidence. If I had started my journey now with this much knowledge that I know, a lot of things will be different. Yes, I would not have ever collected a $20 per week job. Like, they happen. I did not, now. my head is intact. So I would have, as at that time, I had zero experience and anything. So anything that comes was a big one for me because I was a housewife. I just got fired from my banking job as at that time. I just got fired after how many years? I was pregnant and, performance drop and all those things. So I got fired. So I was at home. I needed something to take my mind off work. So any job that comes in, I enter. So I don't want to waste our time talking about success stories. These clients, these students of mine, did not just get an online job or a remote German job, but instead she also got her workspace tools, her laptop, her Wi-Fi, and everything sent to Nigeria. Like, you guys know that online jobs works. You people have seen people talk about it. It is like, it is not a new news. It is an old news. You have seen, you have been seeing, you are seeing people earning online. You hear people talk about it, and some of you will still say it is a scam. Well done, sir. So go right into talking about people's success right now. Let's talk about how you too can achieve success. Yes, let's talk about how you too can achieve success. So in going into that, I want to introduce you guys to virtual assistant. Who is a virtual assistant? And a lot of you have misconception about this virtual assistant, like, oh, it's too popular, and it's a virtual assistants are just people that do email management, calendar management. They are not just the only ones that are virtual assistants. I'm going to break it down for you. A virtual assistant is generally a self-employed, a self-employed professional that provide administrative services, technical assistance, administrative assistance, creative assistance, and so on to their clients remotely. Any kind of assistance you provide, as long as you are completely under a payroll of someone and you are providing them assistance, either you are constantly designing their websites, you get, like, you are a creative virtual assistant, whether you like it or not. You get, so virtual assisting is just like, I do call it medicine, kind of, where you have different branch, like you have the pediatric, gynae, orthopedic, and all that. The same thing as this virtual assistant is more than just email management and calendar management. Anybody can manage email. Anybody can do that. So let's go on right now. And here are roles of who a virtual assistant is, like roles that virtual assistants, virtual assistant roles that you can do. So you have the regular schedule management, email management. If you know how to do data entry, you can actually start pitching yourself as a VA to get VA job. Research tasks. A lot of people overlook this skill. If you are good in scraping the internet for information, you can position yourself as a research assistant, as a research have administrative support, customer service, document preparation and editing, lead generation, outreach service, property management. There are so many, but we just want to give us a few for the sake of this class. We just want to talk about a few roles so that we can get into the real deal. So now we know, okay, these are the roles of virtual assistant and all that. What is the benefit of becoming a virtual assistant or a business manager? A virtual assistant can also be a business manager. You're also a business manager if you are being employed to handle all the administration of a particular business. You take charge of, the smooth day-to-day running of the business. You're a business manager. Yes, so you have different names that they interchange it with these days. So first thing first is flexibility. You have the ability, the freedom to move. You have the freedom to move. Before now, it's from 2021, I've been the one working as a virtual assistant. Last year, my husband now saw the importance and decided to resign from his banking job. He decided to resign from his banking job and face online and remote freelancing squarely. And since then, he has been free. He can move from one location to another, while I handle the children and handle business that I'm doing from here. So it gives you flexibility. It saves you the stress of always going to the office, you know, managing the traffic and, you know, all those stressful movements. Like, it gives you remote work opportunity. I can tell you for a fact that working online has been the best thing that happens to me, because it has given me the opportunity to see people in different lights. We've met the red, the white, the purple, whatever you call it. And we now know that, oh, people from this part of the world, from this side of Asia, they behave like this one from this. You know, it gives you the opportunity to, even without traveling to people's country, you test their personalities, cost savings. Oh God, cost savings. We can't say less about it. Your transportation and everything to work and all that give you independence. You can change clients and switch clients at will. If that one no suits you, that one suits me. As long as, one thing you guys should know, some of you are already working remotely, and some of you have the fear to stick. You are sticking to that client that is treating you badly. One thing you should know is that by the day you decide to step up your game, learn to be confident in your skill, learn to be irresistible in the market, you will now realize the fact that you are an independent contractor. As a freelancer, you are an independent contractor. Once a client is not good for you, they are giving you the wrong vibe, they are giving you like the very wrong working environment, you can port and onto the next one. Because while you are working, you are still positioning yourself. Clients are coming in. But when you do not have that confidence, you sit down and do not realize that your position gives you the opportunity to be independent. Just the same way as Christian. Yes, don't mind me, I'm a Christian, so I like using examples. So that's why some persons as Christian, they don't realize that they are the children of God, and they just sit down and get molested and battered and, you know, tattered by the devil, because they do not understand the reality of the child or the father they have. That's the same thing as freelancers who sit down to endure harsh and toxic environments. You do not realize that your skill gives you the opportunity to be independent and make money continuously. Let me go down. That's for another class. So, global reach. You all know that working remotely, working online, earning in dollars, earning in pounds, earning in euros, you all know it's global reach. Skills enhancement. As a virtual assistant or as a business developer, you constantly enhance your skill. Every time you learn, I have been in school for the last 4 years plus, like one school or the other. I'm always either in one program. As one program is finishing, I'm joining another program. They've not been any 2 months that I've been free without program. I'm constantly enhancing my skill, because if I don't enhance my skill, you know, the tech space is a fast growing space. If you do not enhance your skill, one new remote worker that is constantly enhancing or has newer skill will come and sweep you off the market. So that's why this job role gives you the opportunity to regularly update yourself, to regularly enhance your skill, reduce stress. I've been a banker for 5 years and I know what is stress. So working remotely has afforded me the opportunity to relax my nerves, relax my brain and the pressure. Even though there is pressure in working remotely, there is pressure, but the pressure is not compared to what you get in your Nigerian physical office where everybody is trying to micromanage you. Then career diversity. Some of you will say, oh, I studied mechanical engineering. I can't work remotely. Who said so? Who said so? Who said so? So now let's get right into, we have a lot to do. I just want you to get introduced into this, then before we get right into business. Then some of you will like, what are the skills required? Get your pen and paper. We are going to get into the real shit right now. Some of you are like, what are the skills required? We are going to list a very few skills required for you to work remotely as a VA, as a BM, a business manager. So you need like to have the graphic design skills, communication. I'm going to do more of the soft skills not the hard skills. Because some persons, some VAs will learn the hard skill and they ignore the soft skill. I've had one VA that lacks good communication. I fired him without wasting time because this person could not communicate properly. And I employed this person to help me work on my clients because we now run like a VA agency, and this person was helping me to manage some clients, and this person had poor communication skills. So adaptability skill, as a VA, you must be able to, as a freelancer in general, you should be able to adapt to fast changing environment. Time management skills, non-negotiable. Data entry skill, creative mindset. I do call remote workers, freelancers, virtual assistants, the central processing unit of their client's business or their client's life. If you do not have creative mindset, how do you solve problems for your clients? How do you make their life easier? Coordination and planning, research skills. Some of us lack the ability to research. I've seen times where I will post something and some persons will still come to my DM after I've given you free knowledge. You still come to my DM and say, what is the meaning of this, when you have Google to check the meaning of that word? Please, as a virtual assistant, you need to be able to research before you go and ask your boss, sir, how can I do this? How can I do that? Research how to do it. Then if you still could not find it, then you come and say, oh, sorry, please, I did this, I did that, but I couldn't find exactly how best to achieve this. Then they will know that you've tried or you've not gotten a solution, and they'll help. And by the way, as a VA, they cannot have you as a staff and still be doing their research work for themselves. You'll be able to multitask. You'll be able to do simple project management, automation. Yes, businesses are moving into automations. Businesses are automating their processes every single day. Businesses are moving online. Understand project management, automation, workflow, how to use monday.com, how to use Trello, how to use Zapier, all these tools that you can use to automate clients' businesses. As a VA that wants to attract high-paying customers in the market, you need to learn all this higher skill instead of just email management and calendar management. Then organizational skills. Then you need to be organized. Nobody is paying you to not be organized. So now we know what a virtual assistant is, what is required for you to becoming a virtual assistant. Let's move right into where to consistently get high-paying customers. A lot of us has been looking forward for that. Like, how can I consistently get high-paying customers? Where do I get high-paying customers? How do I position myself to get high-paying customers? I'm seeing somebody, okay, Abraham, the free class is just for 2 hours. After the 2 hours, you can, you know what to do. But the free class is for 2 hours, Abraham. So, don't mind me, I had to reply that comment. So, where and how to consistently get high-paying customers? Many of you use Upwork already. Some of you, or those of you that intend to start freelancing, you only know about Upwork. You only know that Upwork is the place, Fiverr. But one thing you should know is that these places are getting so saturated. Connects are becoming very expensive, and many of you here that are already trying to get jobs, you do not even know what else to do. You are becoming very frustrated because you don't have money to buy connects every week. You do not know how to, pitch yourself on that platform so that you can be recognized and given opportunity for a job. So let's tell you where you can consistently get high-paying customers. And one of those ways are through cold pitching. One of those ways you can consistently get customers are code pitching. And code pitching is something that a lot of you have ignored over the years. How do you do code pitching? Go to Google, search for startup companies. There are a lot of sites there are a lot of startup company sites. There are a lot of startup company sites, and these startup company sites post new companies that are regularly recruiting, because startup companies want to attract angel investors to get funds. So they need to regularly recruit to make you see that they are capable enough for fundings. So you have startup company sites like WellFounds, which was formerly called AngelList. You have startup company sites like G2.com. You have startup company sites like BetterList. Go there. Go to the startup company site, search for companies. Some companies outrightly post their roles. Some of these companies outrightly post their recruitment, their available roles on their platform. While some of them, once you search for them, you pick their information. You use lead generation tools. Because certainly if you pick their information, their website is there. If you go to their website, their email is there, but that email is their general mail. You won't get response from there. You pick their information, you learn how to use lead generation tools. You use these lead generation tools to scrape email address of the most important people in the company, like the MD, the CEO, the COO, the HRO, the decision makers. You search for the email address of the decision makers of the company. This thing is not difficult. You use lead generation tools to do that. You get? So you search for, you can use hunter.io. This thing is not deep. Use hunter.io, generate their emails. When you generate their emails, after you've generated their emails, go to their pages and see what they are doing. Look at a loophole in their company. One of the problems that we have is that we are not patient enough to do the work. Many of us lack the patience to do the work. Are we following? Let me know if you are following. I'm feeling that we are not following. Let me know if you are following, guys. Let me know. All right. Thank you so much. So, yes, I hope we are writing down. You go to their company site, their social media handles, and everything. Get information. Look for loopholes in this company. Look for where you fit in and problems that you can confidently solve. Because business owners do not look for, they are not looking for people that will give them promises. They are looking for people that will solve their problem. Every business have problem that they want to get solved. My business also have problem that it would like to get solved. So look for the problem of that business, the ones that you can solve confidently. Pitch to this company. Have a demo. Have a demo on how you can solve the problem for them. Have a demo on how you can solve the problem for them. Give them the strategy. Nobody is stealing your strategy. That's why they are busy CEOs. You can give them strategy without reviewing step by step on how you would get the job done. Yes, you can. Giving out strategy is not wrong. You can give out strategy without reviewing step by step on how you get the job done. So give them strategy on your demo, on how you're going to get the job done. Provide a simple demo work on similar jobs similar problems that you've resolved. Attach that your demo to your email. That is the difference, to your cold email. That is the difference between people that are sending everyday regular cold email and people that are sending cold email that commands attention. That's the simple difference. So you attach them, you've pitched to them on, I saw your page, I like your company. Praise them, talk to them, like compliment their work. Give them reasons to see that you know them. Then, before you start talking about the problem you see and how they can resolve that problem, or better still, how you can help them resolve the problem. So you do that, send it to companies. It is easier, like I said, go for startup companies. It is easier to get attention from startup company. Assuming you are sending Zoom a message right now, you are pitching to Zoom and you are pitching to a new company that is like Zoom, that is not up to like 6 months or that is not up to 2 years old, you will get attention from this new company than you will ever get in Zoom, because Zoom has thousands of people pitching to them and they might not have needs to recruit, but these other new companies have needs to consistently recruit. They have problems that they need to get solved. They have challenges in their business because they are still a small company. They are coming up and these people will pay you well. Depending on the problem you are solving, they will pay you well for it. As long as you are able to position yourself as a professional, then the next thing you need to do is to go online, research for unpopular. Listen to what I said. I didn't say research for popular recruitment sites like Upwork and Fiverr. Research for unpopular sites. You have Reddit, you have Nodex.co, you have Dynamite Jobs, you have Remotive.io. There are so many more. Research for this unpopular site that recruit Africans. There are some sites that do not recruit Africans. These sites that I've mentioned recruit Africans. So research for unpopular sites that recruit Africans. When you get those unpopular sites, sign up on them. Create your profile. Create an outstanding profile. Put in your portfolio. Put in like everything catchy, your professional headshots. Learn to write your bio clearly. Position yourself and start pitching for jobs that have been posted. Start pitching for jobs. Leave. Upwork has too much rush right now. So you can, while you are still on Upwork trying to fight for attention, you are one leg outside on another platform fighting for attention. When this other platform comes, you celebrate your win, enjoy yourself. You still keep fighting on the other one, on the other platform until that one comes in. Then another place you need to search for are company websites. A lot of you use many SaaS products and you do not take your time to look at the web page. Go through company's website. I have seen a lot of openings on websites. Go through company's website, check their career page, see if there's something there. It works, but though not every time company posts jobs on their website, but it works. Then create high profile, and create and optimize your profile on, freelance platform like Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, freelance.com. Optimize your profile. Let your profile appear on their search box. Let your profile appear on their search box. Use keywords related to your niche, because how will your profile appear on your search box, on client search box, is when a client comes on that platform and research for the problems they want to get solved, and the platform suggests you to them. If your profile is not properly optimized, you will not be suggested because you look like somebody who came to play. If your profile is not properly optimized, you will not be suggested. And if you do not have the right keywords are king. Learn how to use keywords correctly. You know your niche. Okay, you are a virtual assistant. Are you just gonna put virtual assistant on your profile? Or you are going to look for keywords of problems that clients search for regularly. Problems that clients search for regularly that they need virtual assistants to solve. You look for those keywords, impute them, so that when your customers come on the platform, they check for those problems, and with those specific keywords, your profile pops up. So when we say that our people got invited for interviews, they did not just it didn't just happen. Their profiles were optimized for search engine. It's not only websites that can be optimized for search engine. Your own profile can be optimized for search engine. Their profiles were optimized for search engine. So that's why when clients reach out to them first. And when they reach out to them, they actually like what they see. Then the next thing is, a lot of you call yourself remote workers, but you do not have a LinkedIn page. Who are you doing? This is 2025. This is 2025 and not 2015. Clients right now, many of you have heard recently that before you get into US, they will look at your 5 years social media activities and all that. Even clients now, before they even employ you, right from like few years ago, they go to your social media, they go to your LinkedIn especially, to check your activities online. Why are you not showing up? You are looking for jobs, you are not showing up. And you say that you learned a skill, and the person scammed you because you did not get a job. When you are not showing up, you fold your hands. How can you light a candle and put it under the table when you're supposed to put it on top of the table? Create a LinkedIn account. Optimize your profile. Use the same keywords method. Optimize your profile for search engine, so that when your client comes online and search for maybe search for problems they need to get solved with the specific search engine in your industry, your profile will pop up. Create content of you solving people's problem. Show your authority. I have a friend that is a product manager, and this friend has been working for 5 years now as a remote worker, and never for once has he carried his laptop to apply for a job. All the jobs, all the company, both international and local, that he has ever worked for, contacted him on LinkedIn. Then when you go to this person's profile on LinkedIn, this person is massively showing up. When this person is working on a client's project, you are seeing it on LinkedIn. They are posting their screen, even though they give you like a clip, small teaser of the work, so that you see that they are not just what they say they are who they actually say they are. So learn to, and gone are those days where you only show up on LinkedIn. Instead of you to come to TikTok and Instagram and maybe Facebook and become keypad warrior, looking for that person that you want to, looking for the people you want to bully, or looking for gist, latest hot gist. You as a remote worker, use that opportunity to convert your profile. Start showing up. Even if clients do not give you job, go online, look for jobs, give yourselves those jobs. Like, assume that they gave you jobs and do those work, use it to create content, post about those work. Businesses are looking at you. Businesses are looking at you. Just last week here, no, it's been 3 weeks now, yeah. A student of mine got 3 jobs on social media, and they are all Nigerian jobs. 2 is paying him a little above 200,000. 1 is paying him over 400,000. If he didn't come out, if he didn't make move, if he didn't shop, this is not international job, but these are Nigerian jobs. This job came from his social media. You never can tell. And when you are using the right keywords, the right everything, your clients will see you. I've gotten several jobs from my page. Forget the fact that I coach. I've gotten several jobs from my page because I take the pain to shop, whether it is good time or it is bad time. Whether I'm emotionally drained or not, I still show. So if you know that you want to make a change, don't just sit down and say, okay, I want to restrict myself to only applying for a job on Upwork. I want to restrict myself to only applying for a job on, to only taking gigs on Fiverr, or, this other platform. See, you will get job, but you will not get jobs consistently. You will not get jobs consistently. Learn to use all these methods. Learn to use all these methods. Then another thing, some of you would say, okay, I've never worked before. How can I boost my confidence? Go and look for internship. There are a lot of free sites that offers internship. There are a lot of free sites that offers internship. This volunteermatch.com, volunteermatch.com, you can apply for internship there, where you will get international jobs, that international companies that will employ you. This company will employ you, and maybe depending on what you're applying for, maybe for 6 months, for 4 months, for 3 months internship, they might not pay you so much like a staff, but they will give you something small for your data, maybe $100, $200, something small for your data. And after your internship, these people will give you a hot review that will land you your very next job faster. They might just be giving you $100 a month, $200 a month. It is small, but it's enough for data and other things. Then it will land you. Their reviews alone is what you are doing this job for, to build your confidence, to get reviews so that you can land your very next role. There are so many, aside from Volunteer Match, there are so many internship sites where you can get internship job, and these jobs are not difficult to get. You know why? Because they know that they are not really paying you. You are coming to do them a favor, likewise them doing you a favor. So they are not difficult to get. Now we know how to position ourselves. I hope we can, after this class today, we can start making small correction, the parts that we want to leave. Like you want to become a freelancer, you want to become someone who is earning online. Start positioning yourself for that. Then let's look at common mistake that VA faces, common mistake that freelancer faces on the job role. Like, even while we talk about the good, there are still bad. We still have issues ranging from finding clients. We've solved that problem. When I newly started, I only knew about freelance platform, but there are more to it. Even on TikTok, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, I've gotten up to like 4 jobs on TikTok. So learn to carry yourself on your head, carry your business on your head. Another thing I want to talk about when it comes to positioning yourself, learn to network on LinkedIn. Network with hiring managers, network with recruiters, position yourself, network with business owners, drag them to your profile. Send them personalized connection. Get them to connect with you. Drag them to your profile so that they can be seeing the meaningful content that you are creating. So that they can be seeing the problem that you are solving for others. You get? Position yourself properly. There's one thing I do that is a bold step, like is a big step. But there's something I believe is, what is the worst that can happen? It's either a yes or a no. So assuming I'm applying for a company today now, I applied for a job in a particular company, I will go on LinkedIn and look for employees of that company. I will within that, in short, when I started having the idea of applying, I will network with employees. They follow me. After I apply, I give it some few days. I will connect with those employees, and that period I'll be giving back-to-back content. I'll connect with those employees. I ask them for a review, like for them to give me a recommendation. It's a bold step, but what's the worst that can happen? Is a no. The worst that you will get is no, I cannot give you a recommendation. I ask for it. They say ask and it shall be given. I ask. Some will tell you outright no. Some will ask you for your portfolio, your demos. They want to see past work. They want to know if you are competent enough. And when you are, they give you the recommendation. And there's something that internal recommendation does. It is easier to get a job when somebody from inside the company is recommending you. I don't meet Africans for recommendation because it gets with a day. If I see an African working for that company, I will not meet you for recommendation. I prefer to meet whites. They are easier for me to communicate with. But for you, Africans might be easy for you to communicate with, to beg for recommendation. But for me, it's usually not easy. for me. I prefer begging the other guys. So I do that as well. So finding clients now is one of the major problem of freelancers. We've looked at that one. We handled that. The next thing is work-life balance. Work-life balance. How can you manage work and your personal time? Sometimes you might get bosses that would call you in the middle of the night. You might get bosses that want you to work when it's not your work hour. How do you manage those clients? As a remote worker, as a virtual assistant, as a freelancer, you need to learn to cross the brand, like draw the boundaries. Else you will go crazy. I tell you, you'll go crazy. Learn to draw the boundary. Learn to speak up for yourself and say, this is my work time and this is not my work time. For me, maybe because of the fact that I've done this over the years, if I'm applying for a job, I don't just come in as a freelancer or no, as a remote worker that is looking for a job so that I will eat. Yes, I need your money to survive, but I will not just come and show it on your face. I come in as a business person. So it's from one business person to another. So there are some things that when you are collaborating with another business, there are some things you cannot do. You get? So when the client wants to now, overlook that and still misbehave and encroach into your personal time, learn to draw the boundary. Learn to draw the boundary, because sometimes this work can be crazy, especially when you are a full-time remote worker. You are not just a freelancer that, you have a physical job and you are still freelancing. You are a full-time remote worker like me. You are at home Monday to Sunday, Sunday to Sunday working. You need your personal time to sleep. I've seen students that their clients gave them an 8-hour job, and at the same time, at the end of the day, they are working 12 hours because they did not draw the line for the clients. When you start, especially when you are new, they want to use your head. But remember, whenever you see a client that wants to use your head from the beginning and say, there's no closing hour, it's 8 hours that I'm paying you. But if your client needs you, like if customers want to make inquiry, you need to still be up to do the job and all that. Remember my voice today saying that you should draw the boundary. If it's 8 hours that is on your on your employment letter, please learn to stick around it or ask for an overtime, so that you still have a personal life to live. Then another thing that is a major challenge for freelancers, virtual assistants, is lack of experience or portfolio is one major thing. You lack experience. You've never done the job before. You've never worked for anybody before. You've never been in any space where you did anything that can be used as a virtual assistant experience. It's a major problem. That's why I tell people, locate a community. Get yourself a community. Get yourself a community. Work with a group of people. Build the experience. Go out. Look for volunteer jobs. Look for volunteer jobs. Do these volunteer jobs. Use it to build your portfolio. A lot of you do not want to go through the process, but when you see people celebrating their wins, you start asking, how did it happen? You start keypad warrior, start fighting. How did it happen? How would you say, oh, you went to do Jigo, you went to meet man, you went to do that. Me that have been freelancing for many years, I've not made ₦1 because we refuse to follow the process. It is hard work, but it is a sweet work when you start making the money. So search for, if you've not gotten a job, and you know that you need a level of experience to get a job, go and volunteer to work. Volunteer to work. There is a difference between volunteering to work for free and begging to work for free. What a lot of you do is not volunteering to work for free, it's begging. I've helped a client recruit, and I see when sometimes we put up a job and put up the salary, only to see my fellow Africans, that thing used to pain me. We start sending email and say, please, I'm the breadwinner of my family. I can work for you for free for 1 hour, for 1 month. When you see that the job is a paid role, please now, let's wise up. Wise up. No, I will not. They will not employ you. Me, I will not employ you if I'm the one in charge. Nobody will employ you that way. Nobody would. So instead, position yourself for internship. When you see a paid role, apply for a paid role. If you don't have the qualification for the paid role, apply for internship. Get internship, build experience, build portfolio. Especially when the only jobs that you are seeing are jobs that needs portfolio and experience. Then another problem that freelancers are facing is relying on freelance sites. We've talked about that. We've talked about how you are going to make money, you are going to get jobs, but the number of jobs that will be coming is once in a while, once in a while. It's just like when you are putting all your eggs in one basket. Maybe you are selling rice, you only come to open your shop. You don't tell your church members, you don't tell your friends, you don't tell anybody, you don't market yourself, you just come to the shop and sit down. You will get customers, people that pass your shop and walk in, but you will get more customers when you go everywhere. You come online, you go to church, you go to mosques, you go to tell your friends, go to gatherings, tell everybody, you pitch yourself, you get more customers. That is the same way you do. That's what we do too as freelancers. Instead of relying on one platform, we spread our nets. By the time you start taking freelancing or virtual assisting as a real business, you start treating it as a business, as though you are selling cars. As a real business that you are selling cars, you see that you start gaining clients regularly. That's just the secret. Then another thing is client retention. Many of us have bad attitudes to work. We do not have the right attitude to work. We do not know how to retain our clients. Clients will give us jobs and we know that we will not be able to meet up with this deadline. We know we will not be able to meet up with this deadline. Instead of us to communicate on time, you just keep quiet. And you treat clients' work as though it's your family work. And tomorrow you go to church and say, God, where's my helper? Your helper is not coming. Learn to manage your clients well. Learn to treat your skills as a business. Then your clients will come and your clients will stay. So now let's move out of common problems. Let's move out of common problems and take a deep dive into why your online job search is failing. Are we still here? If we are here, let me see some fire emojis. If we are here, let me see some fire emojis. Let me see, please. Let me see my YouTube guys. You're not showing me love. Please show me love. Let me see some fire emojis. If you're still here. Yes, you have the recorded version after the class. No, you cannot get a PDF. You're going to have the recorded version of the class videos after the class. Can we see some fire emojis? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beautiful people. Thank you so much. Now let's continue. Let's continue. Why are your online job search failing? Why are your online job search failing? A lot of you have been applying for jobs, but it has been failing. One of the reasons is that we are searching like we are in 2010 or 2015. We cannot deny the fact that back then it was easier to get jobs because fewer people knew about freelancing. Fewer people are applying for jobs as at those times. In 2010, I had zero knowledge about freelancing. I had zero knowledge about it. Likewise, a lot of freelancers today. So getting job was much more easier then. But in 2025, you guys need to know that many jobs never get posted publicly anymore. Instead, they are shared on network, talent network, communities, internal referral, or through talent agencies. I work with talent agencies a lot. I go for internal referral. That's why I tell you that what's the worst that can happen. I will ask you, can you refer me? Highest you will say is no. I not keep person, I ask. It is ask, I ask. I only asked. That's why you must take your networking game very, very seriously. And then another reason why your job search is failing is that you've not practiced enough in real time. Like a lot of us, especially these our social media freelancers, you not crawled. You want to start running. I will tell you people the hard truth. You've not crawled. You are hearing, come and make $2,000 a month. Come and make $5,000 a month. Come and make $3,000 a month. And your eyes is in that 3,000. You forgot that the person that is making that amount started from $200 a month. If nobody is going to tell you the real truth, in this class, I will tell you the real truth. So they started from 200, they started from 100, but your eyes are up there and you've not practiced. You have zero experience. You have real-time knowledge. What are you now claiming? You claim to be a VA. You claim to be a freelancer. But when they employ you and you cannot justify that money, even $200 a month, you cannot justify it. Even $500 easy, you cannot justify it. So first thing first you need to do is to practice. That's the first thing. Practice your skills. Get real-time knowledge. Take enough time to practice. Take a few months before jumping into the global market. Take a few months to practice. When you don't practice, you get overwhelmed by the plenty no's you'll be seeing. First of all, how do we know that you are shabby? We see your email. Your email is started and shabby. You don't even know how to write a good email that will catch your client's attention. Or you don't even know how to write a good proposal or cover letter that will catch attention. You already know that you don't know what you are doing. You already know. No need to waste your time. An interview that we failed, in the first few minutes, the interviewers know. The interviewers know that this is doomed to fail. So don't waste your time, guys. Practice. Build confidence, build skills. Build confidence, build skills. You can tell yourself that I want to take 3 months to practice. I want to take 2 months to practice than just jumping. If you jump in, you will break your back, break your leg, break your hand, and jump out again. That's the hard truth. It's not Ponzi scheme. Even Ponzi scheme, they break body. Then another reason why your online job search is recently failing is that you are not branding yourself online. You are not building your brand. Learn to build your brand. Because if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, you have no projects to show, no digital proof of or digital footprints to show, man, your clients will assume that you're unserious. Your clients will assume that I'm serious. I remember when we started, I used to explain a lot. You know this thing that they will say, you go explain, you go tire. Nowadays, I don't explain so much again. I'll tell you, go and search for us everywhere. The digital footprint is there. Likewise, you, as a remote worker, your clients ask for portfolio, you are sending it. You are sending demo. You are sending them your link to your profile. They are seeing what they are seeing and their head is getting spin like, whoa, this person is the real deal. If I don't employ this person, they come to your social media. I want to open your social media and see that, wow, this person is a tech person. This person is a digital person. It doesn't mean that all your profiles should be it. It doesn't mean that. You can have different profiles for different stuff. You've seen multiple business owners that have profile for accounts for ABC. So when I go to your A account and I'm looking for A, the moment I open the account, let me see that it is it. Let me be convinced. In case you don't know, when you send out those applications, especially if you are good, if you can write very well, these people check you out. And when they don't see anything, they won't believe what you are writing. They won't believe what you are writing. That is the plain truth. That is it. Another thing again is lack of strategy. If you lack strategy, it's like you are pouring water on an empty basket. So when applying for remote job, have a specific strategy that you use so that you can track and trace your work. Know which one is working, know which one is not working, know when to switch, and know when to take a back, and know when to increase the force. Know when to increase the force. Track your application. It helps you and saves you from overwhelm. Track your application. I do that a lot. Track your application, send follow-ups. Okay, let me do a quick test. Let me do a quick test, guys. We'll soon be rounding up and taking questions. Let me do a quick test. If you apply for jobs online, do you do, for those of you that have ever applied for job, whether it's an online job or offline job, do you send follow-up emails? Have you ever sent follow-up emails for a job that you've applied? And if you have ever sent, how many emails did you send? Like how many follow-up message? I want to see, please. In the next 1 minute, I just want to see the answer so that we know people I'm talking to. Please, please, guys. In the next 1 minute. In the next 1 minute, guys, have you ever applied for a job and sent a follow-up email? Or you've never applied? You don't actually do, Oluchi. That is the truth. A lot of people do not. Never apply, no, ma. A lot of people, no, I have never sent a follow-up mail. Yes, a lot of people do not. But do you know that that is where you are failing? That is where you are failing. When you apply for a job, send follow-up mail. At least send a minimum of 3 follow-ups. You send one within 24 hours after your application, which is this I just applied for the job role email, where you show your excitement. That should be part of your strategy. You show your excitement for the role and you let them know that, oh, if there's any other information, they should reach out to you. After that follow-up mail, the next one should be after 7 working days, where you are checking in on your application. Let them know that you know that recruitment process takes time, but you just want to follow up on the application. And if they still require any information, they should let you know. You get? So after those 2 emails, some companies or businesses will not even want to employ you. But when they see your first follow-up mail, they will know that you are intentional. They'll call you. Some after your second, they'll call you. Then another, once you're being invited for interview, I usually send thank you email. Thank you for interviewing me. Then I will highlight some high points of the interview. Like I was so excited about learning this in your company, learning that in your company. It gives me an edge. It gives me an edge. Then I do still send thank you email after rejection. Yes, I've been rejected before. Everybody has faced rejection. I do. There's a particular company I worked for last year. I first applied for that job, that company in 2023, early 2023. I applied and they interviewed me. I did their exam and I got below 90. I got 85. And there are some persons that scored even almost 100. People bring the hot now. They scored even almost 100. So normally they are not going to employ somebody that got 85. So they employed those guys and sent me a rejection email. We are sorry that we couldn't take you. Your score was low. We had people with higher scores and all that. You that I'm seeing right now that I've never sent a follow-up mail, we just ignore the company and maybe just relax. But I sent a thank you email. I thanked them for the opportunity at least to interview and said, even though I feel disappointed that I did not get this role, I still look forward to working with you. So whenever any roles open up again, kindly put me on your wait list as I'm interested in working with this company. I tell them thank you and I wish them success. That was it. Guys, almost 1 year. That was early 2023. In February 2024, these people contacted me to ask if I was still open for employment. And guess what? I was open because their pay was good. I was open for employment. And that was how they interviewed me again. And I was one of like the top priority because I've been there. That was how the job was mine. So learn to be intentional. If you are not checking all the boxes, you have no business coming out to say, oh, this thing is not working for me, when you are not ticking the boxes. Even your physical role, you want to work in a bank, you want to work in whatever company, send follow-up emails. It costs you nothing. Add it to your bag of strategy. Add it to your bag of strategy today. We gave you this one in this class. So create a strategy that works. Create a strategy that works for you and follow it through. Follow it through. So have we learned something today? Have we learned something today? Have we? Let me know. Who have learned something new today, at least 1 or 2 new stuffs today? All right. I've never sent follow-up mail. I've never applied. Yes, so actually learned a lot. Thank you so much. So the one I tell you guys that this is not your regular everyday, your regular webinar. I know what I'm saying. So for those of you that have learned something today, congratulations. So we promised you guys that we're going to teach you, get you introduced. I will open up for question and answer shortly. We're going to take question and answer section for 30 minutes. So start writing down all your questions so that once we open up for question and answer, you start posting your questions so that I can read it and answer them. We'll be taking question and answer for 30 minutes. Yes, straight 30 minutes. So we said that we are going to get you guys introduced to digital workspace skills, virtual assistant skills. We've done that. We said we are going to show you how to position yourself, how we are doing it, how I am doing it. I send cold emails every blessed day. I am proud to always tell my friends that I create problems for my clients. I make them see problems that they did not know that they have, so that they will employ me to solve it. We showed you guys how to do that. For those of you that have been in the field and no success, we showed you why you've not been having success and what you need to do differently. And what we need to do differently. So you guys know that we've done our part. We've done our part. And we are going to take the next 30 minutes, we are going to take your questions. So start getting your questions ready. But before then, are you ready to convert your skills into income and start earning in both foreign and local both foreign and local currency? I don't like calling my money in local currency. Let's look for another language. Both foreign and, both in hard currency and in naira. Let's not call it local. If you are ready, like the way I am ready, and like the way I'm ready 5 years, I was ready 5 years ago. So we've done our free training. We've done our free training. It's now left for you to wait for the question and answer section, which is after this session. So in this session, I want to invite you guys to the next program. This is the free class that I promised you all. And this is the free class that we've given. We've given you value for the free class that we promised you. But we have another class, which is a completely optional class. It is for you if you want it. It's a 7 weeks program where we are not just telling you how to apply for work. The free class was to teach you how you can position and apply. But the next program that we are inviting you for, which is our 7 weeks novice to hire AI smart virtual assistant training, is to now teach you the skills and show you, not even tell you, show you, hold your hands and show you how to apply for these jobs. And so it's a 7 weeks practical training. It has certificate of completion at the end of the program. When you complete your training, you're going to get your certificate after you've completed your training. Then the training has 6 coaches, not 5. It used to be 5. Then this month we added another coach to it to make it 6 coaches. So the training has 6 coaches to guide you every step of the way. Every participant in this training is going to be paired with an accountability partner. Yes, you do not work alone like Liverpool. I know we have sports fans here. Let me go there. You don't work alone. You don't work alone. We work with you. We work with you. We give you an accountability partner. You study together. We believe in study time. You know, you do practice together and all that. It's a 7 weeks program with a 3 months mentorship program attached to it. So now some of you are like, okay, this advanced training, why is it different from this free class that you gave? What is in the advanced training? We cannot give you training 7 weeks for free. We are only going to introduce you to this. And if you have prior knowledge, you can go and, do it on your own, because it's a two-way thing. It's either you learn with somebody helping you, or you learn on your own. Yes, we've given you enough knowledge. You can, look for other ways, do this and push on your own, or you decide to run with people. If you want to go faster, buy time, pay for time. If you are a wife, pay for people to do chores for you. I do that so that I can achieve a lot of things. Pay for knowledge. I do that. So what do you learn in the 7 weeks training? You are learning skills like email management and appointment setting skills, business accounting, where you'll be learning inventory, you'll be learning bookkeeping, reconciliation, record keeping, and all those stuff. You'll be learning lead generation skills, how to generate leads for business, how to generate high-paying customers for businesses. You'll be learning virtual property management. You'll be learning AI business automation skills, how you can automate businesses for customers, for clients rather. AI prompt engineering. You'll be learning AI for workspace productivity, AI for service delivery, AI for client acquisition. Yes, AI recently has made my life easy when it comes to acquiring clients that a lot of you do not know. You'll be learning graphic design skills, travel management skills. Yes, how to become a travel tour assistant. Travel assistants are one of the highest paying VA niches because it's not so popular. People do not know that there's so much money in that industry because the industry is stressful. To manage people's travel is stressful, but there's so much money. You'll be learning data entry skills. You'll be learning CRM and project management tools, how to use tools like Monday.com, how to automate with Monday.com, how to manage business process with Monday.com, Trello, Slack, Intercom, and many other CRM and project management tools. You'll be learning how to apply for remote jobs across all platforms. All these things that we just taught you in the free class is preamble. You will go in depth in the 7 weeks. How to identify scam clients, how to create a social media brand that sells as a remote worker, not as an influencer. As a remote worker, me, I'm not an influencer. So I'll teach you the one that I know. How to sell your skill on your social media as a remote worker. You'll be learning things like how to write job-winning proposals. It's one thing to have skills. It's another thing to know how to present your skills. How to write winning pitches. We'll be giving you proposal and pitch templates. We'll be teaching you how to land jobs. We'll be teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn to getting jobs. There are so many jobs on LinkedIn, but can you get it? How to optimize your Google for jobs. A lot of you do not know that you can get jobs on Google. Okay, sit down there. See it and don't know. People are doing these things, but you do not know how they are. You are just seeing their success. We'll be teaching you how to get clients on X, which was Twitter. Cold emailing. How do you send cold email? Cold emailing is the gold mine. How do you send cold email to clients? How to use job boards to get jobs. Social media and other platforms, how you can use them to get jobs. How to create powerful remote-worthy CV. We'll be giving you mock interview, preparing you for your interview. We'll help you and teach you how to create your portfolio, which is the most important thing, because you'll be working with real-time job projects. You are working with real-time projects in class. So that project helps you build your portfolio. We are giving you mock interview, certificate on completion. Then we have a bonus package for you. We are giving you 3 months mentorship and plus 1 year access to the training material. This is what's 100K. We are giving you access to our PayPal account creation, where we teach you, is another course on its own, where we teach you how to get dollar cards, and get dollar accounts, accountability partnership learning. Then another thing that we are giving to you, but it is not for everybody. These last 2 bonus, we are giving it to you, but it's not for everybody. So hold on. The last 2 bonus are international job application link. We are giving you access to, I have a job application group where people pay for to get access to job links, remote jobs links yearly. So if you join our program, not everybody, we are going to make an offer. Those first people that join with that offer, we get access to 1 year remote job links. We send remote jobs 3 times a week. We send verified remote jobs in hundreds. I have a staff that her job is to check and verify remote job links for you to apply, for the people that paid us to get those job links to apply. So if you are joining our class, you're getting access to international job links. We are doing this to make your application easier so that your success story will come faster. Because the truth is that your success is our success. If you succeed, we succeed. If you do not succeed, we did there. Then we'll be giving gifts to our best students. Yes, our 25th cohort just finished 2 weeks ago, and the overall best student, he got a gift. He got a gift from us. He got an unlimited subscription router from us to make his remote work easy. So now the question is, how much is this training? Let's know. The registration fee is cost 100,000 naira, but we are not giving you at that. That is the cost of the training, but we are not giving you at 100,000 naira. We are giving you for way less than 100,000 naira, a little bit below 50,000 naira. So for this training, everything in the 7 weeks and everything in the bonus is going for 40,000 naira. The whole 7 weeks plus the 3 months mentorship and everything in the bonus is going for 40,000 naira. And this is the account number on the screen. You can screenshot now. Then we are giving a little bonus for the first 25 persons to take part in this class. The next cohort starts on the 3rd of November. The next cohort starts on the 3rd of November, and which is next week. After this coming Monday, the upper Monday, that's when the next cohort starts. It's going to be the last cohort of the year. It's our 26th cohort. So we've done this for 26 times. So we are not new to this thing. So we've done it for 26 good times. Then it starts on the 3rd of November. Classes are 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for 7 weeks. 4 times a week. Classes is 7 p.m. Nigerian time. All our classes are recorded for people in different time zones because we've done this thing with over 40,000 students in over 30 nations, and these people are on different time zones. So we have recorded version of our live classes in case you missed the class. And our question and answer section, so people are like, okay, if I miss, how can I ask questions? We have staffs that are usually on duty every 4 hours of the day. So our question and answer section is 8 a.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Between 8 a.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time, when you ask questions, there will be a staff on duty that will answer your questions. Then we have a discount for the first 25%. So the first 25 persons that will take part of this, that will pay for this program in the next 72 hours. So whether we get to 72 hours or not, once we get to 25, the discount is off. Whether we get to 72 hours or not, once we get to 25%, the discount is off. So you are not going to pay 40,000, but you are going to pay 36,000 naira, 36. You are going to pay 36,000 naira, and that 36,000 naira, you'll be getting access to the remote job link for 1 year. Access to our remote job groups where we'll be dropping you remote link to apply for job for 1 whole year. Go and check the price. People do pay for subscription for it. Go and check. You guys know. Then you'll be getting access to it for 1 year, and you'll be getting the course for 36,000 naira, which is a 4K discount. So it is only for the first 25 persons in the next 72 hours. So now I can take your questions. Let me take your questions. Let me take your questions. Let me take your questions. Do you have questions? Let me take your questions. Yes, you can pay now. Somebody is asking me if can I pay now? Yes, you can pay now. The account number is on the screen. And for those of you that are not Nigerians and you're Nigerian and you are not in Africa or you're not in Nigeria, we'll be sending our online store link to the group so that you can make payment through our online store. And we'll also be sending the account number likewise to the group. So let's take your questions. Sorry, it is not for 30,000. You can check like other training institutes if they have similar course outline and if they can do 30,000. I love you, King Alex, but it is not for 30,000 naira. So another thing we need to know is that we also offer pay in 2 installments. Let's ask our question. So we also offer pay in 2 installments. For those of you that say, oh, I don't have 40,000 naira now. I mean, 26,000 naira now. Can I make 2 installments? Okay, we are seeing people have started booking their slots. Can I make 2 installments? Yes, you can pay. But your first installment must be up to half of your full registration fee. So your registration fee is 36,000. Your first installment must be a little bit above half to book your slots. Then your balance installment comes on or before the day of training. Training is starting on the 3rd of November. Your balance payment comes at least on the 3rd of November so that you can join the class. Then we offer 100% refunds if we do not meet up to our training outline. I will be dropping the training outline in the group. Check it very well. in the groups. We'll be dropping the training outline. If we do not meet up with the training outline, that is the time we do 100% refunds to you. That's when we make refunds to you. You still make your, how can you make installment payment? Still make it to the account number on the screen. We'll still send the account number to the group. You are making installmental payment just to book your slot, to be part of the people in this discount, to get this offer. You are booking your slot, and my number is the number that have been sending you guys messages in the group. The number that sends voice note today, that is my number. So you can as well, when you make your payment, you send me screenshots of your payment so that we can onboard you. And for those of you that are paying online, when you pay online, you'll be redirected to us. Is this job for about to be senior citizen? Okay, I think I get this question. Yes, I have a retired civil servant in my community. I have retired civil servants for A. We have above 60. The oldest I have had is 65, 66. That they are 60-something, but they are still young at heart. They learn the skills, and they do simpler roles that will not stress them, and they do not take jobs that will make them work in the nights. So they take jobs that they would work during the daytime, and small jobs, so that they will not be stressed, because their body is not so, let's call a spade a spade. They are not as active at 20-something. They are not as active as 30-something. How can that be verified? If you make payments, you send me the screenshot. What do you want to verify? Let me know what you want to verify. Let's take your questions, guys, please. Where do we send receipts? My number is the number that have been sending messages in the group. I'm the one that sends voice notes today. Yes, the lady on black shirt with red hair, that's my profile picture. Send screenshots to that number. Please send screenshots to the number that have been messaging you on the group, not the marketing line, guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep taking questions. Let me check questions here. What's the cost? The training fee is 40,000 naira. Is on the screen right now. But we are giving a discount, a discount for the next 72 hours for just 25 persons. These 25 persons will be paying 36,000 naira instead of 40,000 naira. And they get access to our remote job link for 1 year, when we will be giving you remote jobs to apply for. All you just do is apply for this role. Then the next question is, what about mobile money? Okay, yes, the only mobile money we use is this Airtel Smart Cash. That's the only mobile money we use. If Airtel Smart Cash work in your location, you can reach out to us and we'll give you the account number for the Airtel Smart Cash. Aside that, we use our online store that will be dropping in the group, and our official corporate bank account, the Jazz Digital Hub, which is a Wema account. Haven't sent follow-up email. Okay, yes. Is there an option for us? Please, let me get your question right. Option for what? I'm not in Nigeria. Yes, we have a store link that we will send to you to make payment immediately after this class. I would drop the link. Immediately after this class, I will drop the link in the group so that you can make payments. My question is, if I want to start and a practical class, what is the first you need to take? And I'm new in this business. I hope I'm getting this question. Okay, the first step you need to take, if I got the way you, because I did not understand the way you typed the question. The first step you need to take is to learn the skills. And when you learn the skills, you start practicalizing with jobs, businesses around you, or apply for international internship. You have volunteermatch.com. There are so many of them. Go online and look for internship websites. You see them. These internship jobs are easy to get because they are not paying you. They will only give you They will only give you stipends for internet connection. So you can start from there. Then for those of you that want to boost your confidence, but for those of you that already have confidence from the training, you don't need internship. Start looking for jobs. You can start with small pay and grow into big pay. If you are lucky, you get big pay outrightly. Will there be job recommendation after training? I don't give jobs. I don't sign. I have over 4,000 students that I've trained. If I sign for this huge number, my signature will be useless. When recruiter sees my signature and my company letterhead, they will call me scam. Yes, they will call me scam. So I don't do that. I do that, but they are only for few set of students. I run a one-on-one class where I train people that don't want to be in group. Those people are very few because it is a high ticket program. It's more expensive than this class. So in a year, I can train 4,000, I can train 2,000, I can train as many thousand in this group class, this 7 weeks class. But in the one-on-one, I can only train 10 people or 15 people in a year. Those people I give them a letter-headed recommendation letter. But what I do for my general class is that I give you job links. No training institute will give you job links to apply for jobs. I give you job links, verified job links. We've taken the pain. I'm paying somebody's salary. Today, she collected salary, and all she does is to get that job links for you. So if you are not applying for those jobs, then you are doing a disservice to yourself and to me, because you are telling me that I'm wasting my money to pay the person's salary. So let me take more questions. For the class, do we necessarily need a laptop for working tools also? No, you do not necessarily need a laptop, because there are some I sense that gives more clarity. Okay, what view of this business? Okay, then you can research online. I will answer your question. For the person that wants clearer view, we've done quite a lot for this 1 hour plus. I know you have attended a lot of free class, and no free class gives you this kind of training. They come and tell you success story from beginning to the ending. But the truth is that a lot of Nigerians, that's what we like. But we don't want to be told the truth, and we don't want to be taught. We want to see Cybertruck. I'm not showing you that. Yes. So I guess we've done quite a lot that we know that we don't really see this kind of trainings in free classes. That is all we do. You can check us on socials. You can check online and see if you want to learn skills like this. If you want to learn digital skills, if you want to go into freelancing and online job. So it is a thing of, do I want to do this or do I not want to do this? You get? Because if you do not want to do this, you can get into 100 free class, you will still not do. So it's a thing of researching if it's something that will work for you and make the decision. Then for the person that asks for laptop, you do not necessarily need a laptop to start, even though a laptop is important, because you can do jobs with your phone. Like I said, I started with page management and telemarketing. And those 2 jobs, I did it with my phone, not with my laptop. But after those 2 jobs, I got a laptop and I used those laptops to get more complicated roles. So there are roles that you can do with your phone: telemarketing, sales, page management, social media management, property management, property arbitrage services, research services. You can do all those jobs with your phone, and a host of other lead generation services. You can do them with your phone. And we teach you all these skills. So you can start from there. I don't believe in go and gather money and buy everything at once. At the end of the day, you don't know how to apply for a job. Start from there and start working. Once you make small money, buy phone, buy laptop. Once you make another money, buy headset. You make another money. Update your workspace at home. Get a good workspace. Get a good network. You start growing in respect of as your income starts growing. So that is my own take. Then another question. Do you guys accept Afro money? I do not know what Afro money is, but you can make payments through the store. The store is an international store. So you can make, we'll be sending you a seller link. You can make payments through the seller. For the 40K payments, is there deadline for payments and can we pay instrumentally? Yes, you can pay instrumentally. People are already booking their slots massively. You can pay instrumentally. You can pay instrumentally. You can make payments for instrumental. And right now, we have for the 40K payments, there's no deadline. The deadline is on the 2nd of November because class is starting on the 3rd. The deadline is next week, Sunday, not tomorrow, the other Sunday, because class starts on Monday. Then for the discount that I'm giving, 4,000 Naira discount for 36,000 Naira payment, that you get option to having the remote job link for 1 year. The deadline is in 72 hours. And it's not just in 72 hours. After the 25 these slots are being taken, that option is over and you can pay in installments, but it is only 2 installments and your first payment must be a little above half. And your balance payments must come on or before the day of the class. And we offer 100% refunds. We only offer refunds when we do not meet up with our training outline. We will send you the training outline in the group. You can screenshot it. You can screenshot it. And then regarding what you said, should it not be if we are not satisfied because of lack of experience, even if you don't meet up with the outline, we may not be. So that is what we offer. You can search for another person that offer another thing. If we do not meet up with our training outline, we do not teach you what we promise to teach you, we make refunds. You can search for other people. I've not seen anybody that offer you refunds on any grants. See, I've taken almost all the training in Nigeria. I've seen all the big coaches. They don't even offer you any guarantee. So, any other question? Any other question? Do we have any other questions so that we can go? It's almost time. Nobody is asking me questions from what they learned. Or did we not get anything? Nobody is asking me questions from what they learned. I need at least one question from today's class. One question for what you learned today. Before we leave, it's almost time to go. One question from what we learned. Our 25 slots is going. We already have 5 slots gone. We already have. Okay, how much is the private class? Yes, our private class are way above 400K. Yes. And our private class is not 7 weeks. Our private class is a 3 months program. So if you want to see the outline of our private class, you can chat me up privately. Then I'll give you everything you stand to gain in the private class. It's a 3 months program plus 1 year follow-up. Yes. How can we make use of project managing sites or app when they are paid application? Project managing sites, did I teach that in this class? That's not related to what I teach now. And okay, please, what time are the classes again? Classes are 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and 10 a.m. Nigerian time on Fridays, which is our Zoom live classes. And what is your question? I've not seen your question. You say I'm ignoring it. My question is there, but you are ignoring. What is the question? Questions are popping in, both on Zoom and on YouTube. Let me write the question again. And 10 a.m. to 12 noon Nigerian time. And our question and answers section is 12 hours daily. 8 a.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. One staff will be up on duty to take all your questions. And all our classes are recorded in case you miss the live class, maybe because of work or because of time zone. Maybe because of work or because of time zone difference, you miss the class. So you get, how can you make use of project management sites or apps when they are paid application? I did not teach you any project management sites. I did not teach you any project management sites. And the person that talked about time, I've answered time, and I did not teach you project management app. I'm only answering what is related to today's class. I will not answer what is in another class. Project management is in our paid training. Which role is best for newbie? Okay, newbie stay at home that is new to tech. Yes, newbie stay at home that is new to tech. Okay, newbie stay at home that is new to tech. It's best you start up as a VA. You learn all these VA skills. Pick one niche. We'll teach you different skills. You pick the niche you want to pick and position. You can choose to position as a social media manager. You can choose to position as a property manager. Our students that are earning heavily as a property manager. You can choose to position as a travel manager, depending on you. But as a newbie that is new to tech, start up as a VA, start up as a digital workspace expert. From there, you can now start growing into data analytics and, but this is an easy career path where you can start. Okay, you've answered the question. What are the other sites one can join for internship? I talked about one site in this class, and that is Volunteer Match. Research on the others yourself. I only gave one. That's why I said that we do not do research as Nigerians. We don't like researching, and researching is easy for us all. So I gave one, Volunteer Match. There are a lot of jobs on Volunteer Match. I refer my students there too that want to build confidence. So that is one you can make do. There are a lot of host of others out there. Just the same way you cannot have one team in this life. There are different people doing it. There are a host of others out there. Just press your phone and you'll see a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me see if I have more questions. All right. Okay, I do not have any more questions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jemilat. Thank you so much, rather, Dari. Did I get that right? Thank you so much. It was amazing to us with you all. And I hope you have a perfect weekend. The weekend is almost over. Have a perfect Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a blessed week. In our groups, in those free groups that you are in, those WhatsApp group, we drop voice notes that helps you position yourself for remote jobs. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We give you nudge on how to position well for remote jobs. It's a voice note classes. They're usually 7 minutes long. We drop it just to assist you on getting. You can follow us on social media. We give you crazy tips on freelancing and virtual assisting and remote works that can help you land your next job, help you prepare better for your interview, and a host of others. Thank you so much. Class is starting November 3rd. It's going to be the last class of the year, and it's our 26th cohort. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. If you want to see success story in our water, we'll be dropping a lot of them. Yeah, thank you. We love you too. I love you too, Samsung. We'll be dropping a lot of success story in the group. I don't believe in doing live class with plenty stories without teaching. In the group, if you are still there, I will be dropping the success story for you to see. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening. It is evening here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. For the lady that was asking me of the one-on-one coaching, you can send us a DM. And remember, after the 25 slots is completely gone, that discount is gone. 1 year access to the remote job link is as well gone. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now and see you all in class. Hope to see you all in class. Bye for now.